50th anniversary of the Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District. A wonderful celebration, and we're going to go back down memory lane a little bit and find out about the starts of the park. Joining us today, we've got the executive director, Tyler Black, and he pointed out that he was not alive at this time, so thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
But it is cool to go back and look at history, right? And through this anniversary, I'm sure you and the board and everyone has been able to look back at the past and how you've grown to where we're at. So let's start at the beginning. How did it all start? Because we're so big now, but it had to start small, right?
Yeah, so starting this year, we kind of came up with a tagline, celebrate tradition, embrace innovation, and really this is that tradition piece of that tagline and of our celebration. And you know, the 1970s were pretty substantial for our development and our existence. 1972 was the first time there was a park district. There was an application put into the probate court in June of 1972, so almost exactly 50 years.
Right.
For the creation of the park district. So
okay, and then
awesome.
Which park was the first one then that was created with that?
Yeah, so the very first one was McLean Teddy Bear Park with a lease agreement with the county commissioners at the time. It started out at right around 20 acres and quickly grew to 42.5 acres, and now it's at 133 acres. So
wow.
There's been some development for sure.
Yeah, there certainly has.
Exciting.
Okay, so that was the start in the first area, and then you guys just kept building on that in the 70s, didn't you?
We did, yeah. So in 1973, then we had the Legacy of Parks program through Richard Nixon, and that program helped create Heritage Park with some land donated by the federal government. Originally, actually, Heritage Park was 162 acres, but they took some of that back for the Army tank plant.
Oh, they were like, we gave you some, but now we need a little bit more for the tank plant.
Right. So now it's back down to it's half of that, so it's 81 acres. But again, a great park for people to get out and enjoy.
Right.
Currently.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing. I mean, all these parks have evolved. I mean, you had playgrounds and shelter houses and stuff like that. So it is neat to even see from the 70s how it is right now.
Very much so. And then you get later into the 70s. 1977 was a pretty big year. With the addition of the Allen County Farm Park and some of the amenities that eventually came from that. I've heard plenty of stories of getting that thing off the ground and getting some things straightened around at the farm park. And then with a bequest of some money and then also a Land and Water Conservation Fund grant, the Park District was able to acquire that first parcel of Kendrick Woods in 1977. So
that was kind of a big year then to get the farm park and that area has really changed too. Now is it the original barn or like renovations have happened?
Renovations have definitely happened. Okay. There's still some original structures there for sure.
Wow, so, that's kind of cool too, isn't
cool.
it?
Very
yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Give them a facelift.
Yeah, and so then in 79 then you got some access to the Allglaze River. Tell us more about that.
So out at Agater Road, again, probably one of our smallest areas. But very important when it comes to recreation along the Allglaze River. So that's our Agater Road river access. Again, 1979 through a lease agreement with the county commissioners. We were able to acquire that, and it's definitely taken shape over the years. There's been some updates, but again, pretty small, so nothing too huge.
Well, you mentioned that June 28th was kind of the first day. You got a celebration coming up on June 25th. Tell us about that and encourage the people to come.
Yeah, so close enough to June 28th. We know that gets a little bit close to July 4th weekend, but excited about our anniversary celebration weekend on June 25th. There'll be things for families to do, people of all ages to come out and enjoy the day from noon until 6 o'clock at Ottawa Metro Park. So
Ottawa Metro Park's the place to go. Music and fun. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, don't go away. We'll look at the weather forecast next.